Ooh, I hope he put the weapon stuff in. Ooh, ooh. He had pictures of this stuff up, dude. It would look so freaking cool. 3D friggin' weapon racks and stuff. Yes, look, there it is, dude. Oh, cool, dude. That is so friggin' cool. It's got two different types. Dude, check it out. Look what he did, dude. He friggin' this just popped up. It just popped up. I'm trying to friggin' do this quest. Check the quest for JH and like this thing literally just dropped. Like it's got new stuff. Like I think he made new fountains, but check out the friggin' walls, dude. It's got winter friggin' walls and you can walk in the doors and stuff. So they're back. They're back in for me because I took them out. Because I couldn't go in them. But dude, that's so freaking cool. Look, you could just go in the place. Look, just go in the freaking place. Oh man, this dude is freaking cool as hell, dude. That's so freaking cool. I'm gonna go around and check out some stuff because you have to go away from a place where this stuff is gonna show up. Or it says there's gonna be an infinite loading screen, so since I'm in Rothgary, I'm doing quests, and like I was trying to find out, there's this orc quest from JH, I'm trying to figure out how to do it, but this is 76, like, cause, yeah, well, I'm not gonna talk about 78, but, yeah, I was playing in 76, but, look, it's got like a glow around the friggin' lanterns and stuff, and something about the buildings. I guess the buildings is just the walls, but apparently there's gravestones, so let's go check this out real quick. So this is basically the one that I was shown with the walls, which had extra stuff, which I took that out, and I was playing with, I think it was 1.22, because 1.23, the walls, you couldn't go in them and stuff, and like as you can see, it didn't have winter variations, but now it does this, so. And they were talking about doing desert walls to make them look different. I don't know if that's the case. I'll have to go check it out. Like, we'll go check that out real quick. But this is 76, so the terrain flats ain't in, but they're gonna work. So I'm testing this stuff, so I'll do it in 78 and see what happens. Like something with the loot drops in 78. Like, you know, I'm not gonna complain, but like, you're not gonna get this cool stuff until like level 15 or something. It's super rare. And clothes, it's the NPCs still aren't spawning clothes. So I made this dude in 78 straight up, and got to level 9. Still could not find my cloaks. The friggin' Khajiit suits are dropping like flies, but and it's super. It seems like it's in like the loot bags and stuff. So let's go check out our graveyard. Damn, dude, this dude, he just dropped this thing. I was like, man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't freaking believe it. So let's go check out the graveyard. So I'm gonna have to do this thing in. Where's the freaking graveyard, man? Oh, it's here somewhere. I'm in the capital. Must be it. Where's the graveyard? 'Cause I gotta see these. He made like gravestones and stuff, so there's new gravestones, and I want to check those things out. But check out the friggin' lanterns, dude. I don't know why it's still glowing. Maybe if I zone in. So, pretty much all the DMO stuff is out. He's taking that stuff over, like that fountain with the transparent stuff. Like, I still got it, so we'll just have to find one of those fountains and see if it's still in here, because he was talking about replacing that fountain. So if it is, it may be kind of bugged, so I'm just gonna have to take, because all I have left from the TMO stuff is the transparent water. So it seems like the TMO main and the part where it turns the sprites into 3D objects. I don't know if it was messing stuff up or I just wasn't seeing them, but I mean, it was only a couple things, so it's no big deal. But I thought the transparent water was cool, so I kept that in. So I'm still gonna have to do this thing in 78 too, but it's cool. It's super simple. Just okay, I think it looks like south, if that's just the graveyard. It doesn't look like there's a graveyard here. Let's see. I'm not seeing a graveyard. Let's go south and see what happens, because those friggin' walls are cool as hell. And now that they're fixed, they're in. They're in for me, because you know, it'd be winter and they'd still look the same. So apparently this stuff stays on all the time or something. Maybe I have to save and load it. Sometimes that helps. Like I just zoned here, so I went out to a farm, installed it because it says that like if you're near a object that's been replaced, you're gonna have an infinite loading screen. So I went out to this farm, you just unzip this thing, put these things. I disabled the old stuff first, and then I saved it. I disabled it. I went to a farmhouse. I saved it, and I put the stuff in, and I reloaded that game, and I fast traveled here. So it could just be because, like, you know, it hasn't had a chance to do what it's supposed to do. But I mean, who cares, dude? That's freaking cool. I don't care if they glow all freaking day. So I don't see no freaking graveyards. Because he said there's something in there about some of the gravestones don't have textures aren't finished. And there's some cool freaking gravestones, so I'm gonna have to see what they look like before I, you know, if it's gonna, because that texture mod, it replaces some of the gravestones and they look cool as hell. So let's go see if I can find a freaking graveyard. Because, like, I don't know, I haven't even shown it, but they look freaking sweet. And it's that texture pack thing. It's not even a mod, it's just a texture replacement thing. You see, I don't know if, I think this is the old school fountain, the one he was doing to replace those other ones with the transparent water. They got 2 tiers, so I'm thinking that's what that is. But it said, like, I think it was 19 new items, so I'm gonna have to find this stuff. I'm just gonna have, okay. Well, that's the that's the first fountain he did still, so. Is it? Yep. But like, they got different textures too. It's not like they're the same thing. It's freaking crazy. No, like I said, I was just up there trying to do this quest stuff, but, and then the little freaking message pop up that something dropped, or there was a comment on the text replosion, which I follow like a freak. So let's see if I can find it down. There's a place that I was killing stuff in. I was doing the quest and freaking it had some cool looking gravestones, so I went to find that place to see if it's replaced them, because I don't know. I just want to check it out. God, what the frick? It was like, what was the name of that place, man? Come on. It had a cool name too. Yeah, screw it. Let's go here. Front Vale. That sounds good, Front Vale. Because it doesn't look like this place has. I'm gonna have to go to the desert too to see if they did the desert walls. But check that out, man. That's those same walls where you can climb them. Like, you know, I just took it out because, like, you know, I don't know. Like I said, they still had to work on stuff. And I was just like, you know, it's cool because I like the winter variations. Oh yeah, so this is another thing they did. We got a new fighters guild. Check it out, and apparently it works. You can walk in the door. They were having problems with it, so I was like, dude, I want this in my game, but so apparently I have to do a winter variation for this too. Yep, see, it works. Because they something with the doors, they weren't aligning or something, like old school Direfall. Classic, it's got to be in the same place. The doors have to be in the exact same spot, so, you know, that's why it seemed like it was getting real difficult, but apparently not, because here it is. It's working, and you're seeing this stuff. It's just with the walls, it makes it a bit laggy in cities. It's not the model replacements, because I was playing with 1.22. But when you put the walls in, you get this stuff. So I was just like, since doors don't work, you know, and in winter, it's always gonna look the same. So I was just like, why do it? You know, just there was still some cool stuff, but even from 1.22 to 1.23, there was stuff I was missing. So I'm gonna have to go find those things again because there's some cool stuff in dungeons. I was doing some dungeon delving in those I forgot what they call those big grate looking things. They're like walls with like slashes in them or something. He redid those, and I think that's part of 1.23. So, and this one is 1.29. Is it? I think. So I must have missed some. See, that's the. I'm trying to find a fountain with the transparent water, man, because I want to see if you put that in. So that means the DMO stuff is completely going away for me. Okay, that looks like a graveyard. Go check that out. Dude, it's just so freaking cool. It's so cool. I'm so glad they could fix the wall thing. Because they look freaking sweet, and, you know. Yeah, I was a bit tripping out on the climbing thing, but, you know, I don't know. It is cool. It is cool. I just have to boot this up and build 7.8. And it's like there's some stuff with the loot drops, like if I'm not gonna get my friggin' ebony and stuff, so that's why I'm in 76. I'm grinding for my ebony stuff. And armor does not like get degraded just for weapons, so bows are pretty much useless. And there's like this console command to make stuff spawn in your inventory, but it doesn't seem to be working right. So, and since there's no documentation, I'm not gonna bug Intercarm about it. You know? Like, you know, it's cool, no big deal. And so basically, what that means is you keep a different version of Unity if you want to use bows, and you just load up your save, dude, into a different version. The bow gets, because there's no degradation in the other versions, the bow gets fixed. So now he's got these tables outside. It's winter, so like in the summer it's probably gonna lag even worse because the grass mod. Where's the friggin' graveyard, man? Come on, they don't have graves in the friggin' left area. What's up? What's up? What's up? And like some of the terrain flats, they float in the winter. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see this. Let's see this. I want to see this stuff. Ooh, I hope he put the weapon stuff in. Ooh, ooh. He had pictures of this stuff up, dude. It would look so friggin' cool. 3D friggin' weapon racks and stuff. Yes, look, there it is, dude. Oh, cool, dude. That is so friggin' cool. It's got two different types, too. Look at that. Oh, dude, you're so friggin' awesome, dude. That is so friggin' awesome. Look at that stuff. Oh, man, I'm like tripping. I'm shaking, dude. I'm so like excited. Because, like, I'm glad that the wall stuff worked, man. I'm glad it worked. That is friggin' sweet, dude. That is sweet. The dude knows what's up. Every single thing this dude does, he knows what he's doing. So, pretty much, I guess I'm just gonna take all the flat stuff out, which, like I said, all I have left. But let's look at this again, because now, bye-bye friggin' everything that was old school. Bye-bye everything. It's all gone now. This is what I was waiting for, the weapon racks. You can see that is friggin' cool looking. That is super cool, dude. And he knows what's up. Everything he does works. Like, it just works, you know? He knows what the heck he's doing. So, like, with the winter terrain stuff, you know, and since this version doesn't have it, I'm gonna have to, I'll jump to 7.8 and show you guys what's up. Because some of the trees, and it's just in winter. Like, it's just like a rock. Okay. See, those are those texture packs working. And this stuff is what I was looking for. So it doesn't look like, we're missing some gravestones here or something. Up, here it is. That's one of his gravestones. So, are we missing some or something? Maybe not. As long as I'm still getting these cool textures, dude, I don't care, because that looks freaking cool. And this is part of that texture pack. It's just, see the lag? You know, it's just, and this stuff, dude. It's like, I just love this stuff. I hope he doesn't make stuff for this, because, I mean, I'm not going to tell him what to do. Because that looks freaking cool. And that's, as you know, that's not classic right there. This is freaking classic, except for the top part. So those texture packs are doing what they're supposed to do. And this must be what he's talking about. I don't know, it said some of them are missing textures, so maybe he's gonna do all of them, which it's gonna make these texture pack things go away, which I don't want it to do that, man. Because it looked freaking cool. The only thing that's making this thing lag is that wall stuff, so if I took it out, because it's separate, he did what I was hoping he would do. He made something for his stuff, and then he made something for the Fighters Guild and for the wall, but you can see that, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in. And it's winter, so, like, in summer, it's just going to lag more because the real grass. Let's go to Daggerfall and check this out and see what happens, because, dude, that is so cool. That's super cool. Just like that, dude, just like that. It just dropped, and I was like, boom. Okay, see, so this is the summer textures working. Looks like they put some mold or something on it. You can go in these things. Let's go see, because they look cool inside. I like the way they look. The stairs and the lighting and stuff, it looks cool as hell. And then I'll do this in friggin' 78 with the same dude I got, because I'm ready to transfer him. I got extra stuff because your weapons degrade, you know, so like, and it's friggin' hard, man. I got up to level 9 and I was just hitting up dungeons, pretty much almost dying the whole time. Resting constantly, friggin', the loot drops are so friggin' bad, like, you know, even with, it's like, this is a new dude, check it out. So he's friggin' hooked up on the hit points already, whereas the other talent, this is Son of Talon, right? That's just what I'm gonna call him. Other talent is like 319 at level 15, so by level 15, this dude's gonna be like close to 500 hit points, because I was not paying attention. I was just paying attention to the attribute points. But when you level, you gotta, it's a lot of friggin' reloading, and since I was doing live plays, it would have taken, like, it takes 30 minutes, 40 minutes to level your dude up proper, just to get the right roll. Because you want to get, as, like, the Barbarian starts out at a base, his max hit points he can get at level is. So these must be the doors that go upstairs. Let's check this out. So they work, just like that, they work, yep. See, that just looks cool, so that's one of the reasons why I wasn't using it, because I miss this stuff. It's cool. But now it works. And it's freaking crazy, man. Look at that. They even made cool textures for it, so. Which, this is VMblast that did these walls, so. Props, dude, props. It's cool. Let's see if this does anything. Nope. It's just for looks. Who cares? It looks good. It's freaking good. Ooh, I'm so freaking glad they fixed this stuff. I'm so freaking glad, dude, because, you know, it took about, I don't know, what's it been, a week or something, almost. It took some time, and I was kind of worried that it was going to be a problem, but apparently not, you know, friggin', I don't know who did it, but thank you, it's friggin' cool, it's super cool. So let's go check out the Daggerfall Graveyard real quick. Yeah, I've tweaked a bunch of stuff, so, like, I'm not getting crashes. I was falling through the ground and stuff, so I think it has to do with that loading screen. Just leave it at default, write whatever you want to write in it, see? So the grass is not making it like that much, it's the walls. It's just the walls, and it's not that bad. Like, you can see, I still got my cool textures. My cool freaking ground textures that I love. And I've got all the stuff I have in the 78 in this 76 version. So, and it works like butter. It's just with the walls, it's a bit laggy, but who cares? Like, they're worth it, dude. They look cool as hell. Let's find a graveyard and see if I can find some more cool stuff. And then I'll jump to like 78, and cause dude, the friggin' terrain flats, they're just so cool. I miss them. But like I said, the loot drops are there's something up with the loot drops, and if you're not playing this stuff, you're not gonna know it. I don't know if it's just vanilla. It's like classic is, because 76. Okay, there it is. So all the flat stuff is going bye-bye then, because that's that fountain that gave us the transparent water. So it's going bye-bye. So I need to disable that thing and just get rid of it. So the old school Daggerfall fountains are completely gone. Those 3D fountain things. But you know, they were cool, but that's it now. That's them. That's what they look like now. I'm pretty sure, like, unless I find something different. And every single friggin' temple has a different sign. I thought it was just this sign, but it's every single temple. Like, I thought that was just like his startup of the temple signs, but nope, it's every single temple. The different temples, they all have their own unique sign, which you just have to cruise around this place to find them, because you know, each little province has its own temple, and it takes some time, you know, if you don't know what the frick you're looking for. And I'm kind of trying to see, just to make sure if that old school fountain is completely gone. If it is, that means all the DMO flats coming out, like I said. All I got left is the friggin' transparent water, but if that fountain's not in here, it's not only is it gonna maybe conflict with stuff, but it's useless. So yeah, see. So that's his stuff right there. AlexanderSig, I'll tell you right now. So the Ankh, it's been redone. Maybe this is what he was talking about. Maybe he's just saying he's gonna do all the tombstones, which is gonna make the cool textures go away, man, but we'll just have to see. Like, that looks freaking cool, even though it's old school. So, we got two different ones. Got two different Ankhs. And I like the variety, man. You know, I like it. I like the variety and stuff. So, it's cool that there's still old stuff and new stuff. So, like, if you don't want to do the new stuff, that's cool, because, you know, texture packs, they make it look super cool. Yeah, I don't think they're interfering with this stuff, you know? I'm thinking maybe the texture packs are replacing the textures he's putting on them, but it looks like a completely new model. Like, you can see that, so it's not overriding his textures. So probably what he means is he's gonna redo these. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. Like, ooh, I'm gonna have to search. I'm gonna have to search some stuff. But dang, that is freaking crazy. Let's go look at that. Let's go look at freaking Fighters Guild one more time, because I saw it on the forums and I was just like, I want this, but that's when they started saying the doors weren't working right. Like, they were trying to do the doors and it took a week, like I said, so I'm glad they freaking went through it and figured it out. It's friggin' cool, dude. It's friggin' cool. Oh, those friggin' weapon racks, man. They're so awesome, dude. It's got everything is friggin' new now. Every single thing is friggin' new. Period. There's no need for the DMO stuff anymore. He replaced everything. So it's gone. It's going away. And it looks friggin' awesome, dude. But the Fighters Guild and the walls are VMblast stuff. Straight up. Like, he did that stuff. I think, and I'm just guessing here. I'm thinking Zig just took them up, you know, he helped them out a little. Because, like, it's been up there for quite a bit, and it looked awesome, so. But like I said, there was some issues with the doors and stuff, and, you know, I don't know, who cares, dude, it's freaking awesome. Come on, Fighters Guild, where are you? I need to find this place. Man, seriously, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go see if the meta skill looks different. Yep, just tweaking. I've been tweaking stuff, and like I said, I was falling through the ground and stuff, so you gotta just leave the friggin' loading screen at the default. Don't change the time. Because now everything runs friggin' perfect in all builds. And everything is set the same, so all I have to do now in the other build is friggin' go disable the old AlexanderSig stuff, which, like, I got 1.22 across all builds, and load up a save, take him out into the country somewhere where none of this stuff is being loaded up, and restart. It's probably going to be the same exact game because everything seems to work. Transfer to do, the only difference is your stuff's going to degrade, like your weapons, they wear out. Which, you know, that's one of the reasons, like, I can't use my bow because they break, but check that out. It's like, I guess maybe they have to do a winter variation of this stuff. So I'm gonna do this in 78, and I'll just blend these videos together, but you can see that. So this is like, oh man, it's like Daggerfall times 20, dude. Seriously, and the thing's not even finished yet. It's just friggin' crazy, dude. Like, I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna get stuff, get the AlexanderSig stuff, the new stuff, and like the texture pack. The loading screen works fine. Real grass works fine. Don't mess with the DMO stuff. Like, I think that was from Dagger XL. I'm not completely sure, but yeah. I mean, I'm not dissing on it. It was cool, but you know, it's new stuff, and it's gonna friggin' lag your stuff. So just keep that in mind. And it's probably lagging so bad too because the real grass settings in this version, like, I think they're a bit high. I don't know. I have to check out. I don't know if I mess with it. Yeah, they look like they're high because the terrain flats, it's harder to see them, like the flowers and stuff, with high grass. Okay, so I'm going to do this in 78. I'll add this to that, and I'm gonna go check out the deserts. See what happens. Peace. Okay, so this is 7.8, and it's the model replacements version 1.39, and I was stand corrected. So since this thing is the main, I'm thinking it goes on top. I don't know, like, someone's gonna have to tell me if that's the case, but that's his stuff. This is the walls and the fire skills, so yeah, see, Zig helped out with the stuff, so, but it's 1.39, it's not 1.29, I'm just an idiot, I guess. So let's boot this up. You're gonna see this for the first time, so what I did was I started that same save. I disabled everything before I started it. I saved it in the same spot on the farm. So this is the dude directly straight from build 76. So, because like I just like the terrain flats, but like I said, it's just super hard to get stuff. Super hard to get good gear. So we'll check this out. And since it's from a different build, it seems like that's what that delay is. But you can see, yeah, some of these trees just aren't done, like these ones. So like I went away from a place, and let's go to the desert. So like this is the same dude that I was just showing you from build 76. I created him in this build. Got to level 9, and like I wasn't getting good stuff. I think I had like Elvis stuff still, so I don't know if that's classic how it is, but you know, And I couldn't, it was so hard to kill stuff, dude. It's so hard to kill stuff. Like, in dungeons, like, you're not gonna be able to kill vampires. I was hitting up places like Scourge Barrels, stuff like that, so I don't know, like... The clothes stuff is still messed up. Like, I got the Kijitsu straight up. In Privateer's Hold, I got a Kijitsu, but after that, like, I was finding pants every so often. The human NPCs still don't drop clothes, and it seems like, I don't know if it's classic because the stuff is spawning for my level 14 dude, but he's 14th level, and I've only seen, I think it's the, what is it, the adamantium. I think I saw a pair of adamantium greaves and a couple of Daedric weapons, but like, I don't know, it's weird. The spawn rates are weird in 78, so. Like, maybe I just got spoiled in 76 and 77, because you get the good armor and stuff, but I don't know, I mean, I don't know. Like, depending on what level you have to be. So like I said, actually I think he's 15th level, so like, if you got to be level 15, you're gonna have to grind like a fool just to get there, and get new weapons the whole time, so. I don't know, man, I don't know. So let's go to the desert. See if they got to do desert walls. Because they were talking about doing that. I just don't know if it's in yet, so. But I do like build 78 because there's a bunch of cool stuff. Like the travel timer thing counting down. Yeah, see, so it's still the same walls. And there's not winter variations in the desert, so. It doesn't seem to lag at all. And I completely removed the DMO flat stuff, so. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, I'm finding this stuff. And this is the texture replacement stuff, so it's like... And it's in the desert and in winter. That's where it is. I mean, it doesn't do it in Daggerfall at all, but... And I have not even been here in this build, so this is completely new for me. But it's those texture things doing something. If I took the terrain flats out, like, and I don't even think they did desert textures, so it's what it was before, basically. Like, I think I was showing it off on something, but, you know, like, just tweak your stuff, fellas. Tweak yourself. Yeah, I think it has something to do with the textures have to be exactly the same size as the ones that replace them, but I don't know why it's doing out here. It's not replacing anything, so something's up, you know. But they're staying, you know, they're staying. I like them, so. Since they work in 78, they're just gonna stay. That's just what's gonna happen. But like, as you can see in Daggerfall, just nothing floats. It just works. So it's just got to do with the desert and the winter. So, like, check it out. Okay, so you see, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. They're gonna have to figure out what it is, because it's the terrain flats. If I take them out, it's gonna be vanilla flats, and the stuff's not gonna happen. Not gonna be happening. But since they Interkarma put like some kind of plug-in to make them work, but they still don't draw shadows in the cities. It's just in the wilderness, but it's cool. It doesn't even matter. They just look cool. And since they're everywhere now, they're in. I'm just gonna keep them in. So, yeah, so what have we learned here? We've learned that those freaking old school fountains, they've completely been replaced. No more need for the DMO mod stuff if your computer can run this stuff. And now I have to find some more stuff, because it said it had, I think it was 18 new models. Maybe it's just the graveyards. Let's go check out the graveyard, because Daggerfall City, it's got the big graveyard. So let's go check that out. It's the southwest, right? That is freaking cool, dude. Just like that. Just like that. I was up there trying to figure out the quest. And lo and behold, a message pop up. 5 seconds later, I'm doing this. I'm just like, dude, it's just so... I mean, if you know what you're doing, which I'm used to it now, you just unzip, what is it? Copy it to the mods folder. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. There's no texture packs or anything. It just, I don't know how it's doing it, but it's doing it. Yep, see, so it's the same stuff. It's popping up. So now I'm gonna keep this dude here. I'm gonna stay in 78 from now on, because I got my cool stuff, and like I said, the armor does not wear out. It's just your weapons. And I've got extra. Check it out. I've got extra. I've got extra. So like if I'm not getting Diedrich stuff, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready for friggin' to do some stuff in this build, because like I said, if your bow starts breaking, just transfer your dude. Just load him up in 76. Because I started this dude in 78. The bow was worn or something. It was fixing to break. And I just used it in the first dungeon, so like they're pretty much useless. Bows are useless. And like I said, I don't know what's up with that console command. Like, I'll show it to you right here, but like, okay, let's look and see what it says, right? Silver longbow. Okay, so this is what's confusing me, because you're gonna read this stuff right here. So it says blah blah blah. It's like give item or something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, add. See that? Adds in, which stands for 1. See that? In equals 1 by default. Add 1 inventory items to the character based on given keyword. So what is the keyword for silver longbow? Because watch. When you put silver longbow, okay, so see this? See that? I'm doing it just like it says. Now you spell it silver long bow, right? 3 different words, right? Oops. Right. Okay, so that's what it says. And watch, it even says success. Add in silver longbow, but look. But there's still only 1 longbow. And like, I'll even drop this thing. Okay, watch this. I'll drop it. I'll do it again. Add in silver longbow. Right? I mean, that's what it seems like you're supposed to put, unless the keyword for the longbow is something different. Unless it's a number. Because I can't find any documentation on this stuff, so... Like, you know, it's in here, but you can't use it right, because... I don't know what the proper keyword for... Oh, okay, so it's a small b. Okay, let's try this again with the small b. Small b. Right here. Okay. It says success, right? Where's my silver longbow? Because that way, I wouldn't have to keep going back and forth from builds when my stuff breaks. It seems like that's what that's for, right? I mean, you're seeing this stuff. Look. It says add, it's very simple, add 1 inventory items to the character. So what does that mean, inventory items? Like, what does it mean? Let's try map. Because maps are spawning, so let's try that. See what happens. Map, we'll try lowercase m. We'll try uppercase m. Nothing. We'll try uppercase m too. So what's the keyword for map if it ain't map, fellas? I was messing with this yesterday. There's just no documentation on it anywhere. So see, nothing. So I don't know what it's supposed to do, but I was doing this before I even transferred him, so it's not the transferring from builds or anything like that. So yeah, from now on, this dude, I'm gonna be playing this build, and like that's how you repair your stuff. Just take your dude back to 76, save it, then load that game in this version, because every single setting in this version and 76 are the same exact settings. So, like, you know, that's pretty much it. Some info, some cool new stuff. Let's go check out the Fighters Guild stuff again, because it's just that cool. And so you can repair your stuff now. You just have to take your guy to a different build. And like I said, if you're getting your butt kicked, I suggest starting in build 76 or start him in 78, because like apparently stealth works now. All you have to do is stand there and your stealth still goes up. Like, check it out. I'll show you this right here. So this dude, since I started it in 78 and I got up to like level 8 or 9. So check out my stealth skill. It just goes up by just standing there. So it's, like I said, when I first started playing this thing, it seems like stealth is constantly active. Well, that's the case, but now the skill is working, so, you know, which is cool, because all you have to do is stand next to some bad guys, and your skill goes up. But running as a skill, it doesn't do anything. Like, it's completely tied to your speed now. It doesn't go up. Like, check this out. This is what it was when I started this game. It's never changed. Actually, you know, I think it went up when I was in 76. I'm thinking. No, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I think it was at 26 the whole time. So running as a skill doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't go up. No matter how much you run, it's not going to change. It's your speed. So, like, I don't know if that was intentional or... But I think it was going up in 76, so I don't know. Or 77. I don't even know. But, like, I took this dude straight from 76, because that's where you're going to find the cloaks and stuff. And, like, I'm just telling you, the human NPCs are still not dropping clothes, period. And it's very friggin' rare. Like, it's just like it was in 77, but the loot drops from them. Like, let's go check this out real quick. You can see this straight transfer. That is just cool, dude. That's super cool right there. So let's go check out the palace. I'll show you what I'm talking about the friggin'. Yeah, when the music doesn't play, it just like, save your dude and reload. Like exit the game, basically, is what you gotta do, because sometimes it happens. I think it has to do something with the loading screen thing. I'm not completely sure, but sometimes it just drops out. But, like, especially when you're leveling up, you know, if you're leveling up, don't try to do it in the palace. Don't try to do it outside. Like, if you're grinding in Daggerfrau Palace, you know, because I was doing that, trying to get gear and stuff. It's just not dropping in this build. And I don't know if it's how vanilla was, but let's see this right here. Cause, like, I was level 9 and I was still getting... I think the best thing I got was like a dwarvish pauldron or something. So it was a bit... You know, I could load that dude and show you straight up, because I still got that save and it's in this build, so... It's just, it may give me the infinite loading screen because I'll be beside something that's new, and that's what the new mod stuff says. It says, take your dude away if you're using a previous build of models, because you may get an infinite loading screen. So, let's go in here. Check out the loot drops. See that delay thing? I don't know what that is. It's, I don't know, who knows. Who freaking knows? Okay, so let's kill these dudes and see what they have, because... See? Okay, well, you know, so there is some stuff. You know, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. Not too bad. I just don't remember if it's like that, and I'm not complaining. Like I said, I think we just got spoiled. Like, Channel 1 was telling me that. You got spoiled in friggin' 76, dude. And that's probably what it is, because well, from what I remember playing the base game, you got your good stuff at the stores. Yeah, see? Okay, so it's cool. So, I stand corrected. Thank you, Channel 1, for friggin' slapping me in the head. Like, with your mind. With sheer mind power. Because you saw that. I got me a friggin' Daedric dagger dropping right there. And I'm just gonna tell you, do not friggin' hit doors with weapons. It's just like classic. They will break. They will break just like that. No matter what they are, they're gonna break. That's why I have extra stuff, so I don't have to jump back and forth. I'm hoping... See, that's what I was getting, and I was starting to worry, but, you know... It's cool, but like I said... The friggin' clothes stuff, it's something is up, because... Like, I literally only found one cloak. The whole time I was playing up to level 9, and all I found was like a couple of pairs of pants, so... Yeah. And it's usually off of these things, like these little treasure piles. Vampires have them. I found some clothes off of zombies and skeletons. But no people have clothes, period. Like, still, no people have clothes, which... You know, I'm not complaining. Because, also, from what I remember, your primary source of cloaks and stuff was the stores. So, it could just be that that's how classic is, but, like... Yeah, that's probably what it is. I just got really spoiled in 76, but... I mean, I remember clothes spawning. It's just, I'm gonna have to boot up I'm gonna have to boot up Classic to find out, but... As you can see, NPCs, period, do not spawn clothes in this build, period. Like, no human NPCs at all. Now, if orcs spawn them, I'm gonna have to go check that out, but human NPCs, you're never gonna get clothes off of any kind of clothes. All you're gonna get is this and some armor and weapons. So like, you're gonna have to grind like a fool, and your stuff is gonna break like crazy. You know, cause it does break. You can see if it's done anything. It just takes a bit. Just do not hit friggin' doors, I'm telling you. Hitting doors will make them break so quickly. And you don't have to worry about your armor. Armor never degrades. No matter how much you get hit, you're gonna be good. So that's pretty much what I found. So just some little info there. Some little advice. And everything is friggin'... Ooh, look, he fixed it. Thank you, thank you. So it's fixed. Yep, he fixed it. So this is where I'm gonna be now. I'm gonna be in this cool build because I like the terrain flats. It's just the... Sometimes, look at that shit, man. That's freaking super cool. That is super cool. Let's go to like Wayrest or something. I'll kill this dude real quick because why not, right? Let's see if he has anything that pisses me off. Yes, that definitely pisses me off, sucker. I don't like that. You're going down, fool. Dead rat in your pocket? What's wrong with you, sucker? What the frick is wrong with you, dude? Like, seriously? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't like you. I don't like you. I like rats. I don't like that dude. He deserved to be waxed, believe me. Just go to Sentinel, or Wayrest, whatever. Check this out. So now I'm gonna have to freaking search for new stuff again. Oh, dude. Which I don't mind it. I like it. It's freaking cool. Yeah, perhaps I should have used the ship. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. You know, see, the lag is from the walls. Straight up, it's from the walls. Like, taking the walls out, it's just gonna go away. Yes, even though it's way far away, it's the walls. I'm telling you right now, it's the freaking walls. So yeah, only place the terrain flats are messing up is in winter. And it's just like one little tree and the desert place, so, you know, which, it's kind of a bummer, but, oh well. Oh well, hopefully they'll tweak this stuff. Because, like, I don't think Inner Karma should be having mess with this stuff. You know, like, they're cool. People want to see them, but if he's got to take his time out to do this stuff, I don't know. Maybe the other guys can't do it or something. But, like, tweak the stuff. Some more fellas tweak the stuff. I'm still waiting for 3.0. But since they're hand painted, it's probably gonna be a bit. So I got respect, you know. Take your time, do stuff right. It looks cool. Yep. So you can see it right here. The old fountains are completely gone now. This was them, and it looks freaking cool. So it's a 2-tier fountain. See, we got the stuff shooting up. And let's go see in this room, because, like, I'm trying to figure out where this stuff is coming from. I thought it was from the flats, but maybe it's just part of Daggerfall Unity. I mean, unless it's in Classic Daggerfall? Is this in Classic Daggerfall, guys? I'm gonna have to load it up and see. I don't freaking know, dude. I don't know. Like, I probably never went in that freaking room the whole time I played this. I don't know. Yeah, no falling to the ground. Nothing. No fuzzy floor things. Let's see if I fall to the ground right here. Nope, nothing. Then I'm gonna go check out the... Because the... What is it? The friggin'... The sprite replacement thing, which... Like, that was part of the DMO stuff. Looks like that's all it did, was it replaced a couple bottles and that friggin', what was it, the tome? I never saw the scroll, so maybe it just wasn't working right, because it's got pictures of scrolls. It's got a picture of a scroll. So I don't know. I'm thinking it wasn't working right, or something was happening. And the reason that bottle is all black is because... Okay, what's up? We're here. Come on. What the frick, man? Hurry up. What's up, dude? What's up? You serious? Okay, what the frick? Okay, so something funny just happened. Something funny just happened. What does this mean? What does this mean? So what does this mean? Okay, something's going on. I wonder what the frick just happened. I wonder what happened. Yep, it's messed up. It's messed up. I can't escape. Let's load the friggin' game again. Load this thing. And see if we can go to friggin' Sentinel. We can't go to Sentinel. It's infinite loading screen. So something has crashed. Huh. Okay. Okay. It worked. Thank friggin' God. Thank God it worked. Dude, I was starting to worry. So basically what I did was I reloaded that game with where there was nothing active, saved it, and fast travel. But it looks like there's nothing floating in the air. So maybe... yep, it's still doing it. It's the terrain flats. I don't know, it's no big deal. Like, you're not gonna come here unless you're doing main quest stuff, guys. And that's not why I'm here in the first place, so... Because there's no new terrain flats out here. Unless they've released Texture Pack 3.0, and I just don't know about it. We'll have to scour the forums, but like I said, they're hand painted. It's gonna take quite a long time for them to do this stuff. But yeah, so it works. So basically what I did was I loaded that same save with the stuff active. I saved it on the spot, quit the program, and restarted it. So, you know, maybe it's because I think I left my bow on the ground, actually. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's not. Could have been because I was jumping around so much. Like, I'm not getting freaking lag at all now either, so. And it's the Newcastle walls, so it's probably the grass and the walls together. I don't know, man. It was still lagging in winter. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, I probably should have saved it once the stuff was active. And exited, because you get funkiness, you know. Just some tips. Some tips. You want to do your mods in a structured manner. You want to deactivate, load it. Like if you're changing stuff, load it with the stuff deactivated. Save it, then activate the stuff. Don't just drag and drop straight up, because like you saw that was just using the save with nothing activated. I just straight up loaded it. So it probably had something to do with that, but like I was trying to show you how the pixel replacement, see that's that black bottle. Those cups are gone now, so, which, you know, I think it was messing stuff up, and I don't know if it conflicts with stuff, so they're out. And like it's just these cups, so, and that book, which we'll go look at the book. And it was just that one book. I don't know. There was pictures of scrolls, but I've never seen a 3D scroll in this game, so I don't know what frick. I don't know where to find it. And some of these switches in dungeons, they're extremely hard to click on. Like, they're too far away from the elevator. How come I'm not crouching? Where's my crouch, man? I need my crouch. Where is my freaking crouch? Something happened. What's the freaking deal? What is the freaking deal with that? So it's reset my key bindings or something? That's freaking interesting. That is interesting. No, because inventory is still I for me. And that's information. I set it information to P. Yeah, see? P. See? So something. I don't know. Wait. And I got to do this. Activate center cursor. Yeah. Did it, right? Come on. Yeah, see, some of those things they were pretty much hard in Classic 2, but like some of them, they're too far away from the elevator, so I don't know. Like, and it's only been once in one dungeon, so maybe I'll just go check that out and show you guys sometime. But today I'm going to be playing it in 76 and trying to get those quests to work, because everything else works cool. And see, that's the book it was replacing. But that's it. That's pretty much all that stuff did. It seems like the sprite replacement thing. I don't know, man, if it's supposed to do something else. And even the lag in here, it seems to be fixed. So I don't know. Let's kill these dudes. See if they have any cool stuff. Because I was just camping the dudes in Daggerfall City. Yeah, same stuff. Leather. They got leather. You'll very rarely see a piece of adamantium. I still haven't found any ebony or Daedric armor. Highest I found is, I think I saw adamantium pauldron. And I was with my 15th level dude. Like I was just testing stuff, so seems like something up with the loot drops. That could just be how classic it is. Like I said, we were spoiled. 76 friggin' spoiled us, dude. It spoiled me. Like there was clothes on everything. Friggin', dude, by level 8 you have, like, I went from level 8, and before I was even level 9, I had this, and all this stuff. Like, straight up, you know, just It was so easy, so it was spoiling the hell out of us. So I admit it. I was freaking spoiled. That's probably why I haven't put a bug report in. But it's the clothes things. Like something's up with the clothes spawn. We're still getting Khajiit suits, but barely any capes. So I don't know if that's how classic was. And look at that. Looks like that's been fixed too. Because I was having to duck through that thing. Nope. Oh, come on, man. I just did it. What? What's the... Okay. I jumped. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I have to let this stuff burn in. Seems like the... Like, Windows will optimize your stuff, so... It'll probably defrag this stuff or something. Since I just copy and paste it. It's gotta get the stuff nice and comfortable. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, folks. Some cool stuff by AlexanderSig, and, AlexanderSig and, god dang it, what's his name? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. VMblast, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's it. Cool. I'm back to 78. That's how you fix your stuff. Just take your dude to 76. It'll get repaired. So, alright. So, seems to be working fine. Now, I don't know what the hell that was, but it was something. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this little thing, and yeah, I'm gonna go do some real world stuff. I was just messing around and probably try to figure out something's up with the quest. Like, it was that Orc Stronghold quest. I'm talking to JH here. Like, the nighttime timer was not going off. I was in the place, it was night, and then it would say, once you wait long enough, it says time up or something like that, meaning you failed it or something. But the nighttime stuff never seems to go off, so. But everything else worked. And that was just in 76, so I'm gonna have to transfer that stuff to here. But I had all the old stuff, all the old quests in there too, so maybe that's what it was. I just have to copy and paste the new stuff. Because it's got 35 freaking quests. 35 or 36 quests. And I was thinking if, like, since I have the old stuff in there, I was thinking if I add the new stuff, it's just going to be more quests. But, and they're named differently, so I don't know, maybe something's conflicting. Maybe 76 doesn't have the timer right or something, but some of them are working. The old ones and the new one, they were working side by side. So I don't know. So I think once I didn't get a reward, so yeah, I'll have to mess with that stuff some more and test it out. But like I said, they're freaking cool. Everything was working. It was that one quest where you have to go. You go to this town, to the one that I've done, that you've probably seen, where you gotta kill these bandits that are taking over the town. But when I got back, they didn't give me a reward, so I don't know. Which, I think it's in the new, because he's got a zip of all the quests and they're renamed, so. I was thinking since they're renamed, it's not gonna mess with anything, but maybe that's what it is. I'll just have to delete the references to the old stuff and just put the new stuff in. So, alright, well, I'm done. And you can see, I don't know where the friggin' sound is. Let's fast travel here and make sure. Usually when this happens, you have to, like, I'm almost afraid to fast travel because I don't want this thing to mess up again. You have to, load your game. Like, usually. Oh, there it goes, see? So, I don't know what the frick it is, but who knows, who cares, I like it. Alright, I'm done. Peace, fellas.